At least you didn't get like super far into your intro.
Why OBS must you be like this? Okay, I'm seeing audio activity. Thank you
Line
very
for
much,
lining.
Juliana. You are a wonderful warlock. As I was saying, hello and welcome, Echoes, to Once Upon a Reflection, a cipher system-based fairy tale TTRPG. I'm Evie, the Disaster GM. My pronouns are she, they, or any, and I am the GM for this fine, if disastrous crew. I had a blast at PAX Unplugged over the weekend, and I am going to, from that, toss it immediately over to the player that I got to meet in person there and hang out with and have dinner with, Lena.
It's me, Alina. Hello, everybody. I had a delightful time at PAX, and I will be today playing Seb and Vrak, who is gonna be a menace. They are a charming trickster who wears a crown of ice, and both of our pronouns are they, them. We toss this one over to Joel.
Hello. I am Joel. I use any pronouns, and I'm going to be playing both Senor Fluffington and Juan Ferreira, who are a rugged witchwawa that is one with beasts. Literally, I use they them pronouns because there's two of them. So that Amanda, go.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda, aka Pandacabra. I will be playing Rosa and Thorm, the resilient explorer princess who masters the swarm, and all three of us use she, her pronouns. Evie, you're muted.
Evie has cut out.
That was my headset, not
Cool.
technical difficulties that time. Yay,
Mhm.
thank you. Oh, this is a disaster as always. Hi.
Streaming,
Yeah.
it's random.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a stream if there weren't technical
Mm-mm.
difficulties in some fashion or whatever. Um, but yeah, this game runs every other week on Friday, now at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, because we have officially changed times on a permanent-ish basis. Yeah, also kind of barring any scheduling complications because we're heading into the holiday season, so we'll see. Um, but yeah, multi-class, simulcast, multicast, whatever you want to call it, across both Twitch and YouTube at Alter Deco Archives for both cases. I am Yeah, this is gonna be a night. Anyway, so ring the bell, follow us, get notifications when we happen to go live with this or other games. We do have another game. I'm gonna talk about that more later. But yeah, uh, we are also on a push to our next follower goal on Twitch. So if you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and spread the word. We're fun, chaotic, and sometimes we have our shit together. It's not frequent though. We will be doing a art raffle at the end. So once we hit that follower goal, I will be doing an art stream where I allow people to enter so that they can potentially win character art drawn by me. The character art that you currently see on the screen, not by me. That was by Alina. I did the art for our real world personas, but you can't see them right now. You saw them during the intro. And, that's a thing. But yes, so things and click buttons, etc. We have not chosen a new fundraiser for our next round, so you will not currently see a QR code on the screen, but it is coming. We're going to have a internal discussion among the various staff members over at AEA to determine who we would like to put up for that. But with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and roll into focusing on today's session. We are the Archives would like to remind you that this is an adult content rated game with depictions of violence and gore, possible mentions of loss or trauma, and or similar content. We do our best not to cross each other's lines, but for those watching, you have been warned. I would like to remind you this is an adult content rated game. It may be fairy tales, but it is adult content rated. We have substance abuse. We have very questionable decisions for the health and safety of our individual persons. It's a thing. Be careful, turn away if you need to. Last time, I have had a lot of caffeine today. Can you tell? Uh, but last time on Once Upon a Reflection, after having finally left the castle of Snow White, currently under the rulership of her great however many times, I don't remember how many times, grandson King Atticus, and his lovely wife Odette. The group has acquired a variety of magical artifacts with which they are hoping to be able to venture further forth and make further progress. During many steps with their I think league boots or whatever we ended up calling them. I don't know. I haven't read my notes. They wound up in the mountains near a strangely familiar scent to Senor Fluffington, who found a hut, an innocent little cabin just in the middle of nowhere with a beautiful garden and a kindly old lady that insisted they come inside and have some dinner and tea. Conversations were had, and the old lady, oh, totally innocuous cabin. No bird feed. Not even. Not at all. You couldn't see them. Someone even tried to dig. They didn't do a very good job of digging, but someone even tried to dig, just to be sure. Uh, but uh, but yeah, so like she insisted that they call her Baba after being, at least most of them, polite to her in some fashion. Advice and conversations were had on an individual basis, and a decision was made after one of these conversations that
A bad decision.
it would be easier to make a mistake and earn some potentially harmful karma to get cursed rather than dealing with your shit and going to therapy.
Brack really said, I would rather piss off this old lady than go to therapy.
Exactly. So, after a conversation in which Juan had taken over the control of the body from Senor Fluffington and did not get anywhere with Baba, who he was told to call the grandmother instead, um, they did take their leave, and Vrack took just a nice little bit of silverware, part of the grandmother's tea set, showed it off, cackled like a little gremlin, and ran off. And because lessons must be learned, and because the attempt was at least made, the old Baba snapped her fingers, made a gesture, and flicked forward, and Rack was overcome with a change. Still in the middle of running away, there was a little bit of a tumble, a little bit of a slamming into a couple of bushes and trees as that tumble happened. But when Vrack sat back up, they found themselves changed. No longer in the tall ice elf visage that the other two had become familiar with. Pain lancing up one arm that had been holding on to that silver spoon, which is now a set of connected 4 rings clasped around their fingers of their hands like silver knuckles, burning into their skin with permanent frost fire. They are permanently under the effect of frostbite all up that arm while they are in
Right.
this form.
I
But
have
they have
5 whole health points. It's amazing. In might.
they have reattained their goblin form that they have so desperately desired. I have a hair in my mouth. Ah. And Bubba and her house have stood back up and are wandering away, leaving the other two to eventually find wherever Vrack or what Vrack has become has gone.
In the distance, the two of you will hear just this insane cackling, just like, ow, fuck, ow, 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 shit, ow, 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 ah, just over and over again, ad infinitum, and something thrashing around in the brush.
Brack? Brack, are you dead?
Yes. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm back, baby.
Do I see you, or are you still like hiding and like laying down in the bushes, just like
I mean,
incapacitated?
I imagine I'm rolling around in the dirt.
As most goblins do.
Yeah, absolutely. No, yeah. There is when you push your way through the undergrowth, there is like a 3.5 foot tall little green goblin with just a shock of white hair in a great big mohawk that goes halfway down their back. Like you'd taken Vrack's ice elf hair and pasted it onto a much smaller person.
Just as
Just a,
big.
just a big shock of white hair. And they seem to be in the middle of taking bits of dirt and berries and like smashing it into their hair to make red streaks. And they're just grubbing around in the soil. They've got the same spiky boots, little bits of ice coming out of their shoulders. One arm, I think it's their left arm, seems to be like blackening and full of sores, and they keep like flinching every time they use it, but they're still cackling to themselves and just grubbing around.
I turn to Fluffyton and I say, "This is the happiest I've ever seen Brack, and it's a little concerning."
Every interaction that I've had with this person has left me concerned, so I'm not quite surprised about that.
That actually is true now that I think about it. You weren't here for the anyway, so
You guys, this is fucking great. Ow, fuck, ow. Anyway, this is the best.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I just, ow, fuck, ow. Sorry, ow. Anyway, being cursed is, ow. Maybe you need to put some extra juice in this curse or something, because it fucking sucks.
you seem happier, but also in more pain, and I don't know how to interpret any of that. And I'm saying this in character.
Yeah, actually, that's. I guess I am happy. Like, this is great. This is what I've fucking wanted for, God, years. This is amazing. Ow, shit, fuck.
I would like to find out what the fuck is going on magically.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a magic lore, I
Sure.
guess,
Okay.
roll.
I am trained in magic artifacts and ciphers. So,
Yeah. So magical knowledge
um,
roll, that does reduce the difficulty by 1.
I'm going to put 2 levels of effort into this as well.
Okay, so reducing total difficulty by 3.
12. That's so bad.
12. All right.
Nice.
So foremost knowledge rolls, you know that it's kind of a gradation of how well you do.
Yeah.
So with a 12 and 3 eases, you know that Vrak did something to a fairly powerful magical being
Hmm.
that then enacted a curse.
Right.
Um,
I
this
got my ass
is,
cursed.
yeah, your general knowledge of the grandmother and how she works is kind of eye for an eye. So, generally speaking, most of her magic is very karmic. She can do little things here and there, but usually the big stuff is in return for a lesson that you need to learn or as a balance to a scale. So, probably whatever curse this is that is powerful enough to have changed Vrak's form is also either providing a lesson or feeding on something a little bit more than stealing a spoon from the grandmother.
Of course.
Um, in terms of what you are currently seeing, this is definitely a goblin of some kind. There are a variety of goblin species across Fairytale Land
Yeah.
that you, as one, would have encountered over your time. Um, this, in particular, is one of the larger species that are usually found near mountains.
Hmm.
Um, you've never seen one dressed like this, but you'd also never seen an ice elf dressed like Vrak before, so that's probably just a Vrakism.
Yeah.
Um, generally speaking, it's some sort of curse, and most likely, the pain that Vrak is currently feeling is in direct correlation to either the curse, what the curse is holding at bay, or the lesson that Vrak needs to learn. Without knowing the exact specifics of the curse, you wouldn't be able to learn more, which is
Right.
basically a you didn't roll a nat 20.
Yeah. I pick. It's not like it's not like there's like a clear visual thing that is causing the pain that I could
It
like.
it does seem to be radiating up from the 4 silver rings
Right.
around
Okay.
Vrak's hand. So that is very obviously the origin point. It has the most blackened skin and
Hmm.
damage around it with like the bleeding blisters that come with frostbite. It is very obviously frostbite. And so the most damage is at the hand and it's just kind of creeping up the arm.
And then would it be? I don't know if I know this. Is it safe to assume that one would know that when you are cursed through an item, you can't really take the item off?
Actually, some items can be taken off.
Okay.
It's just figuring out what the item is, and sometimes it's a little tricky to get it off, but generally speaking, you can just take the item off in some cases, but not all cases. You don't
Mhm.
know if this is one of those cases.
Yeah.
Um,
That was more of a meta
yeah,
question, so that I know how to like inform one's decisions.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So in some cases, taking the item off will work. In
Okay.
some cases, taking the item off is too late. In some
Mhm.
cases, the item won't come off at all.
Okay.
Knowing the grandmother.
Also, knowing Vrak, that's
Yeah.
if they're excited about this, whether the item comes off or not is one
Yeah.
step removed. Got to figure out if Vrak wants the item to come off or not. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, I'm gonna just uh sigh and then uh look at Rack and I go, "Is this something that you wanted?"
I wanted this for fucking years, man. This is great. Ow, shit. Ow.
In
This
that,
part
in that
sucks
sense,
though.
are you like some
Ow.
sort of masochist? Like, do you like the pain? Is that
No.
part of it?
No, last time I was cursed, it didn't hurt so much. Ow, shit. Fucking god damn. And I'll try to pull the rings off. I'm
Okay,
guessing they don't budge.
give me a might check.
I have
Oh,
5 might, so this is gonna go great.
oh no.
Ooh.
How about an 8?
An 8. They don't seem to budge. It
No.
actually hurts a little bit more
Ow, ow, ow,
because
ow,
it's
ow,
starting to
ow.
pull skin with it.
Yeah. Ow, ow. And I just clasp my hand to my chest.
I want to, with even though it's my veterinarian background, would I know sort of how to mitigate the pain in some way? Is that something I can
Goblins are
roll?
kind of like dogs. That's similar. Or
Um,
cats.
Goblins aren't humans. Dogs are not humans. Therefore,
It's so, generally speaking, my understanding of learning to be a veterinary tech would not actually entail um, field dressing frostbite.
I would
If
imagine that
you,
was pretty rare. But
Yeah.
if you were in, say, a situation with full supplies in a veterinary office, you might have an idea of how to help, like, stall it. But in terms of the field, if you roll really, really, really well, you might be able to help with the pain, maybe, but you don't really have supplies here. So
fair
you
enough.
aren't like a field medic. You are
Right.
a veterinary technician that works in an office.
If you were in the clinic, you'd be like, okay, we're gonna need some like numbing cream and then
Yeah.
some antibiotics.
Okay.
But I
So
don't
I
have
would
either of
know,
those.
but I would also know that there's nothing around me that would help mitigate this. So
Um, again, you could roll. You might have enough knowledge from hanging out with your aunts or other
Oh yeah.
things in your
Mm.
history that would be able to identify things around you that could potentially be of assistance. Maybe you saw a random infomercial at some point of if this ever happens in the wild, this particular plant can help you, or this
Uh,
particular
yeah, I
practice can help you.
will
would it
put
be possible, since I also had a similar
Oh
train of
yeah, that's
thought of
right.
trying to figure out how to mitigate the pain, could I also like do the help action equivalent for them?
Yeah, you
'Cause I'm
are
trained in
also
like
trained in,
herbology and stuff,
yeah, you're
so
trained in herbology, so you are definitely able to.
right.
cool. And
Specifically in
I'm gonna
Fairyland.
put a level of effort into that as
Then
well.
Okay,
yeah, I'm gonna
so
help.
intellect based, obviously.
Oh no.
Did you roll a nat one?
I rolled a nat 20.
You rolled a nat
Oh, hell
20.
yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we'll
Tech.
say that with the addition of having spent the majority of your spare time as a teenager with your aunts in Fairytale Land, and with the aid of one who is trained in herbology specifically from Fairytale Land, you know that there are some odd properties. Did you also suffer frostbite, Joel? That was
I was I was crossing my legs because I sit autistically, and I
yeah.
slid my hand up and just slammed it into my desk.
Oh no.
You'll see me occasionally rocking back and forth, and that's me adjusting which foot is underneath me because I can't fit both underneath me with the arms of the chair.
I love the description sits autistically because I knew exactly what you meant.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, yes.
it's exact. Look, like I do the exact same thing, but
Yep.
the arms on my chair prevent me from being able to like sit fully autistically. I do kind of want one of those like cross-legged chairs so you can just like
Those look
sit in
cool.
any position that you want. They're really expensive.
They really are.
But as I was saying, So you've spent a lot of time in Fairytale Land with your aunties that are fairies and deal with some of the more esoteric things here. You've also got Juan with you who learned from like alchemist forest gnomes about herbology here, who is providing help to you. So you know that there's things here that look mostly normal, but have some really weird fucking side effects. And with that nat 20, you realize that this strangely kind of muted gray pink moss that's growing on a tree nearby probably has some numbing properties that might be able to help with the pain, even if it doesn't fully cure whatever the fuck is going on. Because this is a magical
Hmm.
affliction. This is not legitimate frostbite. So it is going to be you are treating the symptoms, not the cause in all
Right.
cases. And you are very well aware of that. But that, like, kind of off white, grayish pink moss that you see growing off to the side, that can very easily be wrapped on with a bandage to help with a little bit of numbing and should theoretically reduce the pain.
Sweet. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'm actually going to take a bit of fabric since Thorn's outfit. She has pants underneath like a skirt thing, because she is an explorer type princess. So pants are practical for climbing, to hang out with her squirrel buddies. So she is just ripping bits of fabric from her skirt part of her outfit and is embedding the moss and is I'm going
Aw.
to go with Brack's permission. I'm going to start wrapping up that hand.
Yeah.
Probably the
As soon as
majority of
you
the arm.
Mhm.
go to help, Vrac has been like still capering around and cackling to themselves. But
Mhm.
as soon as there's someone who's going to help with their arm, they've been like trying to tug at the rings that won't come off, and will stick out their arm and let you wrap it up.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
ow,
Juan
shit!
will,
This didn't hurt nearly as much last time I had a curse on me. I knew I
I
should have
think Juan
pissed her
will
off.
also. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
He's gonna
Go ahead.
just kind of assist Rosa, just kind of being like, "Tap plan, prepare it this way," sort of
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
just basic.
Talk me through like
Yeah, she's
how.
got most of it, but
Mhm.
just like little uh details here and there to make sure that it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does help with the pain. It doesn't go away entirely. It's sort of like this. Um, it goes from consistent frost burn, like frost fire type of burn, like the
Yeah.
burn of cold and pain and ache and like your skin splitting because frostbite is incredibly fucking painful until your body goes into shock, and your body just was not going into shock. So it just kept going. It's now kind of to the you feel like you have strained every muscle in that hand and arm and that you've got a fairly intense sunburn, but it's not
Like knives through
overwhelming.
the skin. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not overwhelming
Yeah.
anymore. It's painful, but it's just not overwhelming. And you could theoretically, you think, probably learn to deal with it. Maybe. You're not sure. It's hard to tell in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ow. Okay, that's better. Thank you. Ow. Ow.
At least get maybe until we can figure out how to um make you maybe not curse, but like also like if this is like the form you want, maybe make it not so painful next time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so like the last witch that cursed me actually saved my life and it was really great. And she didn't throw this into the whole situation. This sucks. But I knew better. Like
What
this is not the sort of land that you would say stuff like I would give my arm to. Ow. Ow.
happened the last time? that you got cursed? In what
Oh.
way?
Okay, so it was great. So like I walked into the Winterlands out of the real world, and I was just a kid. And then the Earl King was going to send his like goons for me, and some witch came along and cursed me, and then I was a goblin, and they didn't want me anymore, and it was great. Then I spent a couple of years with the band of goblins, who are the best, by the way. Goblins of Rock. Yeah, and then eventually the Earl King found me again, and he was able to undo the curse. So like being cursed is actually great. And I don't want to not be cursed, but I don't. Ow. This sucks though.
Do you remember any details about this witch?
Not a lot. Flew over her head, cackling, and then like said something to me, and then I hid after I changed. I don't. It's been a really long time, and there's been a lot of drugs between then and now.
Right.
But I knew that a witch could, fix this shit. So that's why I kept looking for witches, but we kept finding fucking hags.
I turned to I'm aware that it's Juan now. I'm pretty much talking, right? So I turned to Juan and was like, that does explain why Rack chased after a goblin the first time we encountered a hag. Actually, that makes so much more sense now.
Yeah, and that hag's a fucking bitch for like enslaving goblins. The
And
whole fairy tale is really shit to goblins generally.
I point to Fluffy's stick and I was like, that's where Fluffy got the stick. It's actually, we stole that from that hag.
Yeah, I fucking know. I'm the same person. I'm just shorter now.
There's a moment of Juan like listening to you, and then his vision just kind of like this is like it just unfocuses.
Yeah.
And suddenly you hear, "Did you say steak? Where is like are there more sticks?"
Fluffy? Fluffy, is that you? Are you back?
Yes, I've been here the whole time.
Hey, Fluffy, and I'll run up and give you a great big hug.
Oh, hello, child. I just start patting Rack in the head.
Rack smells the same.
Oh, well, then I would recognize them immediately then.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
I don't know why you're hugging me, but I don't mind it.
I haven't seen you in a long time, buddy.
Really? I feel like I was here just now.
No, you've been gone for days.
Days?
Yeah.
No, I've been here. Hello.
Have you?
We are in the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of,
And I'm
Fluffy,
back. And I'll like squeeze you extra tight.
And I go, yeah, we're in the forest. You don't have to know which one, right?
This one.
I would so laugh if it's I would laugh if that actually was the name of the forest. Is this one forest?
This one.
It is now.
That makes sense. That would be a thing.
Yeah.
That would definitely be in Fairytale Land.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if it is though. It might be.
Sorry. Important thing. You said stick. Where?
Your stick. The one that you
Yeah,
have.
you stole it from a witch.
This
Or
one?
Hag specifically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Hags aren't witches. But, well, witches aren't hags. There's an overlay. Some witches are hags, but not all hags are witches. I don't remember.
I think it's the other way around. But
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, now you see, Thorn just takes a pause, and she's like, "I actually don't know where we are, and I don't really know what direction we're supposed to go in." That's the.
We should put our boots back on and go north.
Are there any creatures in the area? immediate.
I was
area.
gonna start sniffing around since they don't know where we're going, kind of instinctively.
Because I know we
Make
kind of
some
arrived here
intellect rolls.
overnight. So
Yeah,
Well,
make some intellect rolls. She knew the approximate direction you guys were heading, and other than Juan,
oh,
you guys
nice.
had made a good impression on her. So you can assume that she continued in, or that the house at least,
mhm.
continued in the direction that you were heading.
Right.
I rolled a 19.
A 19,
Ooh.
okay.
Ooh.
I rolled a
And
5. I have no idea where I am, nor do I care.
you're just
I
happy, yeah.
forgot what because I remember I replaced an ability when I did
Oh, right.
the last. Let me see if I can find what that ability does because I forgot to actually write down what it does.
What is it?
It's called Find the Way.
Oh,
Find the
right.
Way, I believe, allows you to apply an extra level of effort when attempting to find the way. So it does
It
not
does indeed.
automatically.
When you apply effort to a
When you
navigation
apply
task, you don't know the
effort,
way,
Yeah.
you need to choose between 2 or more paths to take. You can apply a free level of effort enabler.
okay, yeah,
Yeah, so
I
you
will.
have to apply effort and then you get a second level for free.
Yeah.
But it's still a thing that you have to roll.
All right, I will do that.
Okay. Intellect based for
Mhm.
your effort cost. That is 2 levels of effort for Thorn.
Okay, I got 12 on that.
12. Okay.
Right.
And the 19 and then a 5. So
Oh,
Vrak is still just kind of like the entire time.
Yeah.
I also have I get an additional level of free asset to my scent awareness rules
Okay.
from one of my
Uh,
artifacts.
yes, you do. So, as you are looking around uh, and scenting around mostly, I'm going to start with Fluffington because you two were actually also looking for different things. One of you was kind of trying to figure out where you were and what direction to head in, and then the other one was looking for animals.
Oh, yeah.
So for Senor Fluffington, you are in woods that do not smell familiar, but smell strongly of a variety of animals.
Hmm.
Um, you can very easily tell which direction is north if you guys want to continue heading north, but there's a lot of animals around.
The beast lands were to the north of us.
Yes, they were. Thorn, while you do not see anything in your immediate vicinity, because, you know, the cackling of a goblin might scare off most wild animals, you do see much closer, you sense even much closer than would normally be comfortable with this level of activity and sound. Several bluebirds, a couple of squirrels, a rabbit that is ducking underneath various bits of undergrowth. You see tracks for some larger animals, and you can just kind of sense the general large population of creatures in the vicinity.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I was waiting for his Fluffy to.
Once I figure all of this out, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna because I know I don't know that I need to share this information with anybody.
He's a good boy. He sits, he waits.
Mhm,
He's like,
I just looking from one to the other.
Give him a scritch on the ears.
mhm.
Little paw.
I'm surprised that Fluffy has not commented on Vrax's like change of stature either.
I don't think he is aware enough.
Yeah.
To this.
Yeah, I think if you smell the same, a dog is like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right.
yeah. I feel like it's like when a person's like cosplaying, But as soon as the person smells like the person, they can look completely different, and the dog's like, "Oh, hey, it's my person."
You just got
They
a
do
weird thing
have
on
to
your head.
catch the scent. They do have to catch the scent first, because sometimes a weird hat or a mask can
Oh yeah.
freak the dog out.
Mhm.
Uh, but once they realize that you smell the same, they're just like, "Oh yeah, that's the person." People
Whereas
look
birds
weird
are
to begin
entirely
with.
visual, and so if you put on a hat, they're like, "Oh, what the hell is going on there? I hate that."
Yeah. Um. But yeah, I'm. Oh,
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 we,
oh, where is my mirror or my camera?
and the camera
Hello.
comes back, and then Alina is just all green.
Yeah.
It's just a quick a quick change act happening right now.
What is going on?
there is a literal goblin in your PC right now. That is.
I
Yeah,
think so.
This
so
is
many
part of the
tech
curse.
issues.
What is
So many
happening
fucking tech
tonight?
issues tonight.
Oh, it's crashed. That's why I'm like frozen.
Ew.
Ugh.
In the meantime, uh, Thorn, are you
This sounds
doing anything? Because Fluffy has just plopped butt on ground and is happily just looking at you guys. And Vrak is
I'm back.
clueless as to
Oh.
where the fuck you guys are.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I want to call to the bluebirds.
You want to
And
call to the bluebirds.
Yes. And I'm trying to think of like what do I want to ask them. Because as a player, I forgot why we were up here. Is the problem.
We're going north. We're trying to get back to Sanctuary, I think.
So, you guys, it's been a while. I get it. It's
The few
been a
games.
while, and yeah, the 2 weeks, and even beyond that 2 weeks, it's the like there was some wild shit that's happened. So keeping in mind what your decisions have been, yeah.
Remember, we're going to the Emmanuel Queendom. I
Yeah,
don't
you
remember
were
Yes,
going to
why.
the
yes, yes.
Emmanuel Queendom,
I think we had
because
to do because we were trying to like rally forces or whatever, right?
rally forces, see if anyone in the Emmanuel Queendom were actually has access to old records that might have
That's right.
witnessed the
Right.
curse from that first witch that had been after Snow White. There was also because the Emmanuel Queendom is so close to Sanctuary, possibly stopping in with the aunties to check with them on if they know more about it than they have revealed now that you have details to ask specific questions. Um, there is
Also,
also, so like, it's basically you have gotten information regarding that first witch that created some sort of call out or curse after she had been caught post cursing of Snow White and made to dance on hot coals at Snow White and her prince's wedding.
right.
Um, you want to find more information out, if possible, from the Emmanuel Queendom and or from the aunties. You also know that there is supposed to theoretically be a fourth champion, and you don't know if the fact that there are two in one body has negated that or if you should be looking for your fourth. Um, you also know that supposedly the Errol King has special chalk
I
that
do
can
remember that,
create a door into the real world
Mm.
that
Yeah.
might allow Juan to actually see
To
his
go home.
family.
which is why I
So
haven't. He has
there's
not complained about heading north.
yeah, so there's a couple
Mm.
different things. Um,
So,
the Beast Folk Kingdom has not been closely allied with most of the other kingdoms, so you don't really know if they have information one way or the other beyond the fact that they neighbor it. Um,
Mhm.
I
but
mean,
you
we have a
were
chihuahua with
heading,
us. Maybe we should talk to them.
yeah,
I
but you
was
were
okay.
heading
That's going
towards
to
the
be my
Emmanuel Queendom.
question. Is I'm
Yeah.
going to ask the birds.
Mhm.
Is there a ruler here in the Beastlands?
Okay. So just give me what ability are you using to attract them and or give me a roll to attract them over?
Just going.
Because they're curious.
Just sing like a princess.
Rolled a 16.
Okay.
Ooh.
So yeah, pretty easily. You get them to flutter over and they seem significantly less bothered by everything than wild bluebirds typically would be. They look curiously at your two companions
I
and
snap
then
my
just
little
kind of
teeth at them.
I
kind of
also do
hop,
that for different reasons.
yeah, hop over to look at you. Um, and they are bluebirds, not blue
Mhm.
jays, so they
Yeah.
are not
Cute.
angry, aggressive things. And so yeah, one flutters down, flicks its wings a little bit, shakes its tail, and looks at you, tilts its head a couple of times. Um, and you are asking if there is a ruler here.
Yes. Or if are they, yeah, basically I just want to know if there is like a hierarchy or if there's like a king or queen of the area that keeps the natural order of things, essentially. And or is this just like Beastlands in the sense that it's basically just like a regular forest and it's just kind of like survival of the fittest type thing? That's the vibe I'm trying to suss out.
Hmm, not quite. Do you have food?
Um, uh, what kind of food
Food?
do you like to eat?
Seeds? Berries? Bugs? Bugs? Seeds?
We might have
Bugs?
some berries. I will dig through my pack and see what I have. Because I'm sure we packed food and stuff before we left. So whatever is like a seedy or like if I have seeds or if I have berries, I'll take them out for the bird.
Chirp, 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 chirp. Very happily munches a little bit. Another one flies over, lands on your wrist. Three more, a couple of robins and a wren, and you end up kind of covered in a variety of fairly mundane looking little fluffy birds
Very
that
strong
are
princess vibes.
Mm-hmm.
aggressively fighting over whatever food you are offering.
And I'm
Um,
very slowly edging closer.
the bluebird takes a break from eating because it has gotten somewhat competitive and goes, "Wait, ruler. Hmm. Castle? Ruler? Not sure. Castle.
Castle. What direction is the castle?
Hmm. Sundown, not sunup.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if the others can hear the actual conversation the bird saying, so I relay to them that there is indeed a castle headed towards sundown. And if the two are,
Walking towards the sun.
yeah,
That means like west. We gotta go west.
No.
I guess the sun sets somewhere else in Fairyland.
No. Chip, 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 chip. You can't understand that, Vrac. Thorn can.
Yeah.
I keep
not west, no, but sundown.
Sundown, yes.
Sundown.
Castle at sundown.
Castle at sundown.
I'm gonna edge. I'm gonna keep edging closer to the birds.
Of course you are.
Hmm. I just kind of look. I'm like, no. I do that. No. Do not. I can see. I've been around dogs and cats long enough to be like, no, I know what you're thinking, and no.
In true Chihuahua fashion, I ignore that.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, I'm aware you're going to ignore it, but
Yeah.
I'm still going to try.
For the record, I'm not actually going to attack them. I'm just doing that dog thing where they gotta get really close and they
Mhm.
almost get cross-eyed looking at the thing because they're
Yeah.
like, "What is this thing?"
Just want to get as
Mhm.
close as possible. Maybe lick it.
Oddly, they seem to be mostly ignoring you. As the food does generally run out, because I'm guessing you don't have an entire bag,
No.
most of them do flutter away, though you end up with like 4 or 5 still just kind of pecking at your clothing on you, with the one
Mhm.
bluebird on your hand, just looking at you curiously, shiny eyes. Castle, sundown, yes, not sunup.
We will look for the castle then.
That way. Looks east.
Mm.
You
Interesting.
know that for the most part, unless weird magic things are happening, the sun does set in the west.
I'm going to. I relay this information, and I am going to interpret that to mean the castle appears at sundown, since it's magic. That is what Thorn is going to assume.
Okay.
So A, you're talking to birds, that's cool. B, I mean, like, maybe it's just called Castle Sundown.
Well, it's worth investigating.
Things are weirdly literal here, and I hate it.
They just don't talk to me back.
And I think the bluebird. Do you have a name?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you, bluebird.
Kevin.
Do you want one?
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Do you like the name Kevin?
Are we just quick so I understand? We are understanding Thorn?
We just hear chirps.
You just hear Thorn. You do not understand
Okay, yeah,
anything coming out of the
Yeah.
bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just making sure that I could understand Thorn.
Is Kevin a name?
Kevin is a name. Okay, thank you,
His
Kevin.
name. That's a name. I'm Kevin.
If you want to be.
Flicks its wings a little bit, chirps at the others, which you understand as like super speed, like trying to fast forward on an old VHS level of speed, chittering back and forth between it and the other birds. That seems to be something along the lines of name Kevin now.
Oh,
And
cool.
them arguing with it, and then it continuing, and eventually them all saying, Kevin, 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 Kevin.
I actually have this is from summer camp. We got
That's
to
great.
adopt a bird with the kids, so this is Kevin.
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 And mine little baby bird.
Okay.
We love Kevin.
Kevin.
Well, we now have Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin. We will look for the castle, and you've been very helpful. I thank you.
Seed?
I dig around for just like a crumb of whatever. I don't know what I have, and probably just like some crust from like bread of some type. Yeah, you know.
All of the birds that are still on you go to pecking at it, and they don't seem to be interested in flying off yet because you are a source of free food.
That's fair.
That's fair. So I turned to the others. I was like, "So, castle?"
I fucking guess. Like, have
I
any of
will
you
be-
ever been to the Beastlands before? Because that's not really where I hung out.
Well, I've never been here either. So let's go to the castle.
While they're having that conversation, I want to try to steal some of the food.
I feel like Senior Fluffington has a bag of food that was given.
I don't think
to him
the
when he was
stolen
born.
food is tastier.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, still a
I also
chihuahua.
have the MacGuffin box that neither of the characters that I'm playing know.
Mhm.
Still a chihuahua will always be a
True.
chihuahua.
True.
Just
Yeah.
has to chihuahua. All right. So to attempt to steal food while the birds are eating it, and Thorn is distracted talking to Vrak, that is going to be a stealth or legerdemain roll
19.
versus a
19.
perception roll.
Oh.
I rolled a 19. So
Ooh.
Ooh.
Do you have any inabilities towards stealth?
no, actually no.
Okay,
I have
I do.
deception, but this is technically not deception.
it is not deception. And
I
Thorn, do
don't.
you
Yeah,
have
I only
anything
roll
that helps with perception?
not necessarily. Not in that type of way.
If,
I also rolled a
because,
5, so
Okay.
oh, I was gonna say because it's funny. They are a vet, so they would be used to
Fair.
to
I
animals.
probably have just gotten to the point where I ignore it now.
There.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm just
so
picturing
like,
a chihuahua like edging closer and closer and
Uh-huh.
closer, and then doing that thing where like just the tongue flicks out to grab the
Yeah.
food. Just like,
Mhm.
bleh.
so
Because like
while you're
technically with
talking,
like either curious or find the way I would have better perception, but not necessarily in the sense of like generally not perceptive though. I have to be like
that's
actively being like mhm,
looking. Yeah.
mhm.
But yeah, so Senior Fluffington, can I edge this forward? And there's a lot of chirping that you just kind of interpret as chirping, as Senior Fluffington. The birds are right there. There is no hiding from them. Several of them do like flutter away a little bit because big teeth, and then one of the Kevins, the bluebird, um, does peck aggressively at your nose as you get a hold of the entire crust of bread. And like just enough is left in Thorn's hand for Thorn to not realize that the rest of it is gone.
Lucky for me, I have my ward on, so it doesn't hurt me.
Oh,
So it, I just kind of quick tangent. We our dog Willow. Sometimes she lays down in such a way that there's like blanket touching her eyeball, but instead of moving, she's just kind of doing a lot of that. That's
yeah,
what Saint Fluffington is doing with the bird right now.
yeah.
Like
So cute.
she is an ancient dog, and she's trying her best.
She's like, I don't want to move, but this is slightly uncomfortable.
Yeah. Let me just twitch my eye until it stops being
Mhm.
uncomfortable. That'll surely work.
Yep.
Uh, but
Dog
yeah,
logic.
so you have successfully stolen the crust of bread. Uh,
Oh, hell yeah!
as Thorn and Vrak were discussing castle.
Castle.
I guess. I don't have any other ideas.
All right, castle.
Castle.
And I'm going to head off. I'm assuming I'm going to lead the party at this point. I am going to go in the direction that Kevin indicated.
Okay.
What do I know what time of day it is? I'm assuming it
It
was
is fairly early. It's not like sunrise, but
Mhm.
it's still morning because you
Yeah.
guys slept through the night and the house walked for you. And then there was a little bit of tea and breakfast, and it is a generic time of morning-ish.
Yeah, we just left Baba's house, so we're
Yeah.
Oh,
So
still
even
early
with
in the day.
discussion, yeah, even with the discussion, it is still well before noon.
mhm. But I'd say let's go because I don't know how big the Beastlands is. I don't know where this castle is, but let's go ahead and just go and see if we can
Well, at
find
least let
anything.
us know where we are, I guess. If we're at the castle, then we can like figure out where the queendom is.
Mhm. There may be other folk at the castle. Maybe not necessarily humans, but I'm assuming maybe something or someone. Hopefully,
Okay. So, navigation check to find the way.
Come on,
yes.
explorer.
I'm on Explorer. That was a 13.
13. All right. No, none of the efforts or anything.
Let me check and see what I can do because I'm getting kind of low on my intellect.
Yeah. You've been
Fluffy could
making a lot
maybe
of
aid
rolls.
if you're doing some sniffing.
Um, yeah, no, I'm just going to use that as a flat roll.
Okay. So you said that was a 13?
Mhm.
All right. So as you travel through the forest, and it is peaceful with just the slightest traces of sunbeams peeking through the canopy overhead, it smells fresh and green and isn't always green because there's definitely some odd colorations because Fairytale Land. But there's almost this sense of background music that you can't quite hear as you travel along, which you're familiar with, Thorn, because there's kind of a sense of that in Sanctuary and a couple of the other places that you've ventured to for your aunts that were fairly short trips, but you did it. Um, but it's in direct contrast to everything that you have encountered and experienced as a champion. It's very Disney-like. Which immediately made Joel sneer in suspicion.
We're all suspicious.
Yeah.
We're like, oh boy.
And
Ugh.
Meanwhile, Thorn's like, "Oh yay!"
yeah. So
This is
like
your natural habitat.
there's little animals that like very obviously peek over at you and take a look because you are a creature that would normally be able to attract these creatures on a fairly regular basis. This is your jam. This is exactly what you are built for. So, traveling along, it is a nice, easy pace through the woods. You don't see too many game trails, but enough to indicate that the woods are populated. You even see off in the distance a doe just kind of pick up its head and look at you in curiosity before going back to feeding, unconcerned. It has not learned to fear. Seems
Also, on
peaceful.
previous walks through the woods, Vrac has been like at the very back of the group, slouching along, maybe like disconsolately plucking at their guitar. Now they have this giant guitar strapped to their back that's like bigger than they are, but they are taking efforts to like scamper ahead and like step on particularly weird or bright flowers, to like climb under fallen logs, root around in the dirt a little bit.
Well, if you're
They
doing
seem
that, Frack,
very excited.
Uh-oh.
if you're doing that,
Yeah.
Frack, please give
How
me an
could I not?
awareness check.
Yeah. How about a 3?
3. Okay. So,
Oh no.
Thorn, you're just kind of enjoying the nice leisurely stroll through the most peaceful part of Fairytale Land that you have been in ages. Because
I'm
it's
doing my part to make
also
it less
been
peaceful.
been a while since you've been in Sanctuary even.
Mhm.
I mean, you've had a couple of fights, you had a decent time in town, but it's been a lot. And you're just you're enjoying it. It's a good stretch to your legs, and you look ahead with a smile because even Vrack is having fun. And then Vrack kind of bounces on a couple of toadstools that surprisingly don't squish, they bounce. So it's kind of like like not even a springboard, kind of like a trampoline, and bounces off another one. And disappears as Vrack enters a fairy ring.
Cool. Great.
Do you
And
react in any way?
I see. Do I see Frack
Oh,
just
you
disappear.
directly see this. Like, it's before you can even comment that you see Vrack, like, stepping on flowers and just kind of cackling like a little goblin, which is what they are. And it's almost endearing because it's happy Vrack in fairy tale land in the exact environment that you love about fairy tale land. And then, oh, found some of those bouncy toadstools. Bounce, bounce, gone.
Cool.
Does this say Joel? Did you want to?
Do I still smell Vrac?
No.
I panic. And
That's a
I
free
will-
action.
Yeah, panicking is a free action.
It
Always.
is.
I'm going.
I
Gonna
I
just
feel like
dart
I'm.
forward.
I feel like when I see Vrack disappear, I'm totally like, oh, this is oh, and like kind of frozen, and then I just see Fluffington go for it.
Yeah.
I'm doing the Twilight Wolf transformation of just diving into full wolf form and just fucking booking it for Vrac.
Okay, so as the three of you in succession, like, dart through this fairy ring of Vrack through pure bad luck, Senor Fluffington as no friend, and
And me
then
being like, oh shit, I gotta go chase after them now.
yeah,
There go my idiots.
You definitely
please
need to
give
put a
me
leash on me at
a
some point.
d20 roll each,
My character.
and that is
Amazing.
determining like how close to each other you are and how we resolve this
God.
in order.
15.
I'm throwing these dice out. That's a 4.
Oh
I rolled a
no.
13.
Or
13.
oh yes, depending. We don't know.
Okay. So
A regular D20 roll.
a-
Mm,
as Greg, you go through,
yeah.
you like it was very trampoliny and springy and like kind of like the squish of a marshmallow underneath your foot that then sprung back. It was very entertaining.
Yeah.
And you were definitely able to enjoy your first morning back as a goblin. And then you
Great.
smelled baked goods in the middle of the woods, like strongly cinnamon and vanilla and butter and slight hints of chocolate, and then everything spun around you like you were like going through some sort of carnival ride that fast, and then you bounced off of another toadstool and you're still in the woods. It still looks peaceful and morningish, and your friends are nowhere around.
Ow. What the fuck was that? Right, like, guard their shoulder and rub at it a little bit. And they're looking around and like, oh, fuck. Being a goblin girl is great, but like, Fairyland still fucking sucks. Guys? Hello? Looking around for them.
No hint of them.
Great. Look around, try and see if there's anything out there that I don't remember from before.
Roll intellect to see if you can even tell the difference, because you
Sure,
have an inability in remembering
sure
things.
do. Sure do, but I rolled an 18.
You rolled an 18. You
Flat
finally
18.
rolled well.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks almost more sparkly. It is hard to tell trees from one another, even with an 18, but it does look more sparkly. There is a more crispness to the air, and it's almost like someone puffed like that really, really fine body glitter mica type stuff into the air all over the place. There are no squished flowers hinting that you had stepped on stuff. So it is fairly obvious from that that you transported somewhere and not the other two. And in looking around with that 18, um, yeah, you see a perfect ring of different sized toadstools behind you, exactly where you bounced out of.
Oh, shit. Ah, come on out, you little fairy fucks. Have this out. Pull my fists up towards the trees.
Yeah, there's definitely giggling that my mic probably didn't pick up, um, because that was very high pitched. So I highly doubt that the mic worked. Um, but yeah, there's high pitched giggling uh, that's somewhat melodic that mine definitely wasn't. Um, so they're around. You
Yeah,
know
of
that they're
course they
watching
are.
you.
Of course they are.
You know that they're watching you. And then we had a 15 and a 13. 13. Um, for the 13,
I was
you
13. Yeah.
step through. And it's that kind of stomach bottoming out spin that you almost got used to from going through too small of a reflection, that you just kind of had to be like rotated and sucked through like a straw. Uh, but without the steadiness that comes through reflective travel. And as you emerge to the other side, find yourself standing once more in a fairy ring. Uh, Toadstools are definitely a different color than you saw before. It's a little bit more shadowed here. The canopy is heavier. No sign of Frack or Fluffy.
I
From on
call
top of your shoulder, one of the Kevins chirps. Shouldn't have done that.
I look and I say, where are we right now?
Dinner plate.
Like we are on dinner plates?
Maybe.
How much danger are we in right now?
Are you a good fairy or a bad fairy?
I'm not really a fairy. I don't
They tilt their
think.
head in confusion at you.
Well, I
Flutter
mean,
their
not
wings a little bit.
like I don't have like wings or any like fairy dust or anything.
Smell like fairy. Are you a good fairy or a bad fairy? Flick their wings.
I try my best to be a good fairy.
Maybe not dinner plate. Senor Fluffington with a 15. You transform as you dive into this fairy circle,
Yeah.
and you don't smell or see your friends around you. It's a little dimmer, a little sparkly,
Hmm.
strange scent to the air. It smells sweet, like honey. Not like baked goods, but sweet like honey,
Hmm.
like maple syrup dripping from a tree. Give me an observation check.
Um. Okay. I just rolled for character. So
Okay.
uh, I think Senior Fluffington is switching places.
Okay.
I also just rolled a natural one on perception.
Okay. You have no idea where you are or how close any of your friends might be to you.
Yeah, I think it's because of that switch. Juan is just suddenly in the middle of somewhere on his own, and he's super
That's a wolf.
disoriented as a wolf. So he's just like, where?
For one, actually, please give me a history memory check.
Oh shit. Okay. I want to put levels of effort into this. Hold on. I'm gonna put two of them.
Intellect based.
14.
14. Something feels ominously familiar, but
Mm,
that's the best he's got, especially with the nat 1 hanging over you.
yeah. Ah.
Like it's the 14 still got you. There's something familiar about the scent, but
Yeah.
one wasn't as scent motivated and scent tracking
Yeah.
as Senor Fluffington. So making that connection is still hard. And with the
Yeah. That's
nat
better.
1 hanging over you from the observation, you don't know what it is.
No,
But it
that's
is ominous.
fair. Um. Okay. I I'm going to freak out. Um.
Okay, sounds
That's
fun.
also a free
Do
action.
that.
Uh. Are there mushrooms around me? Like, am I aware that there's a mushroom circle? This round, well, I rolled a natural one, so on perception, so probably not.
No, because Juan like has nothing right now.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
in wolf
No,
form,
that
no one else around, just in
that
the
makes
woods.
sense. In that case, I'm going to begin moving in a random direction. But I will, as I walk, turn random rocks the brightest magenta possible, or at least or a color that stands out from everything around me. I don't know exactly how, because this is fairy tale world. Magenta might just be around a lot. Uh,
Okay.
so I'm leaving. I'm going in a random direction, and I'm leaving a trail of colored rocks.
Okay.
That I, with head magic. I'm
Okay.
changing colors.
What direction are you heading?
Neast.
East? So
Yeah.
northeast?
Uh, sure. I don't know that he's currently aware what direction north is, but
Okay.
in a actually, I think it'd be funny uh if he goes south, because we are currently in a situation that is going south fast. So
Okay.
so south.
That that
So
does
you're gonna
change
go
where you're
south
going to
too.
end up. So
Yeah,
okay.
he doesn't know that that's the direction he's going, but that's the direction that he's going
Okay.
because it's fun.
Uh, as you start heading in that direction,
Yep.
you do start hearing giggling. Um,
I don't like it.
so let's just kind of roll initiative to see the
Okay.
order that we handle your separation,
Okay.
essentially.
1. I'm
One.
last.
11.
I can re-roll because I also rolled a 1. So,
I'm
or
just
do you
fully
want to?
getting new dice. I want to go back to my old ice dice.
That is so
Hey,
fair.
12. 12. That's okay. 12.
12. Okay. So
Mhm.
we've got a 1, an 11, and a 12. So with the 12, we're going back to Thorn, who finds herself in not darkness, just what seems to be a deeper portion of woods. Beautiful colors still around you. Some concerning comments by your birdie friends that came through the circle with you. All but the first Kevin and a cardinal have flown off. So you do have a red and a blue with you. Both of them will answer to the name Kevin
Okay.
because a fairy has dubbed them Kevin in their mind.
Am I able to see the sun through the canopy, or is it still too thick?
You see little tiny streaks of beams that don't quite reach the floor. So they don't quite reach the ground of the forest where you are. It's just too tight above. But there's like a couple of streaks of light.
This is probably going to be a little too much for Thorn to figure out. Am I able to basically use the beams to figure out what angle the sun is in? Because if that's the case, I'm going to walk towards that direction.
You can make a roll.
I was about to say this might be too much for her. 7.
No idea. Especially since like the angle that beams come through might
Mhm.
be affected by the angle that the leaf turns to allow it through.
Okay. I'm going to make a perception check then, to see if there's like a trail or anything. I was also in 7, so
A 7. Okay. Um, there's flowers and what would theoretically be a walking path because there does need to be enough room among the foliage for flowers to grow.
I'm going to follow that trail
Okay.
because I feel like going back through the fairy circle is not a thing that can.
Please
You'll
make
probably
an
just.
animal handling check to not
Oh,
lose both of your birds.
oh. I'm gonna switch dice. Oh no, here, let me roll that. It fell off. 1 second. 11.
11. Okay. The first Kevin stays with you. The cardinal also flies off. But he has tucked himself underneath your hair and is just kind of looking around warily, all fluffed up.
Hmm. I look towards Kevin and I say, I can't promise anything, but I will do my best to protect you.
You said you're a good fairy.
I try my best.
And you continue walking?
Hmm.
Okay. Senor Fluffington, you are the next in the round. Or Juan is the next in the round. He is heading south. He hears high-pitched giggling.
Hmm. Do I know what it is? Um, I'm gonna assume that he doesn't, because he was not aware of the mushroom circle before. So, huh, he's going to stop, and because he is very, very, very smart and also dumb, he's going to call out to the laughing voices and go, who goes there? Hello?
The giggling increases. Vrak, please, prior to your turn, make an observation check.
Oh.
Will do. Oh, that's not bad. That's a 14.
14. You thought you heard a voice beyond just the irritating giggling of pixies.
Interesting.
Oh man. Last time I was in one of Ellie's games and we encountered Faye, it did not go well. So
The thing about Fae is they're
Oh, yeah,
tricky.
that.
yes.
Ah, that's not what I wanted to post at all.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait a minute. Which game have you encountered Faye in? That it didn't go, oh yeah. That went very badly.
Yes.
That went
For
very badly.
literally everybody involved.
Don't make deals with high fae.
Yep.
I'm your GM.
No. No, definitely
Anyway,
not.
yeah. So,
Indeed.
yeah, yeah. So, Vrek, you, prior to your turn, think that you hear a voice further in the distance that does not match the giggling. Uh, Quan, when you called who goes there, the giggling just kind of increased, and it's as someone who was a dad
Mhm,
and has probably encountered children, it's that kind of
mhm,
guilty giggle that children can't help but do when they're hiding and are trying to hide the fact that they are hiding and remain quiet.
mhm. Oh, that's. I think that changes how he approaches this then, because even though he has that ominous familiarity, and also I apologize, Sage has fallen asleep.
That's
Aw.
okay.
um, I know he still has that like ominous familiarity vibe going on in the background, but the way that his brain works, parenthood or like taking care of kids is always like number one, and that connection of this is kind of like kid like uh whimsical laughter as opposed to ominous they're making fun of me laughter type of he's going to switch out of wolf form um and then call out, so we are playing the game.
Make a social interaction roll.
I am bad at etiquette. I don't know if that applies. I'm
Not at the
very
moment.
okay. I am very rusty when it comes to talking to people.
Yeah, this is a persuasive thing.
Let's just roll on that one. Uh,
Okay, so as you take a step forward, trying to call out, going, are we playing a game? You trip over a tripwire that they have set and
oh,
land face first in some sort of animal waste, which is a little bit more potent considering the whole scent thing.
yeah,
The giggling increases.
yeah. I'm going to stand and, like a good parent, I'm going to internalize all of my really negative emotions right now and not let them show. I'm going to use my head magic to clean myself,
Probably a good idea.
and then I would I hmm what how do I do this? I don't know what to do. um
Well, while you're figuring that
yeah,
out,
yeah.
Drac, let's go to you on initiative. You heard
Yep.
a deeper, different voice that you couldn't quite understand what it said, a little to the north of you, or what you can assume might be the north. You don't actually know the cardinal directions. It's in a direction from you.
Over there somewhere.
In addition to the giggling, the fairy circle is still very obviously behind you. Um, and there's some sort of glittery dust in the air. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the Fae come for you?
Rack is gonna
That
sigh
was horrible. I'm sorry.
and then look around up at the trees and be like, "Hey, you little wing guys, I know you like stuff and like partying. So like, what if I play you a song that's really fun? Will you let me go? Let's make a bargain here."
You see a sparkle almost like flick from behind some leaves and then dart back again.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can. I don't know. Let's jam. And Rack will pull out their guitar, which is now nearly as big as that they are, place it down on the ground like a cello, and they're gonna start strumming one of their least favorite songs because they've dealt with Faye before, and they know that if they promise them a song, they're probably not gonna be able to sing that song ever again. But
Okay.
just something really fun and bright and sprightly.
Performance check. And are you
Yeah.
or are you not utilizing the guitar's ability?
Oh, I forget what it does, and so does Vrac. Sure, let's let the magic happen, and I'm gonna put an effort on this.
All right. And which ability are you taking on it? Because remember, it can do a couple of different things.
Oh, that's true. Is there one that affects a group? It's like enthrall.
All of them, I believe, affect any that fall under the power of it. So anything that can hear it, that can fall under the
Cool.
power of it. So you are rolling against them with
Yeah,
that.
I'm trying to
Um,
delight them.
I
Oh, that is a
believe
19.
I believe there's delight, there might be sleep, and there might be fascination.
I'm gonna randomize that.
Let me get. I'm pretty sure that did I
Okay, I
pin
rolled a
it
2,
for
so that would be
you?
delight.
Let's
Delight
see.
something and fascination.
I did not. I did not pin it in your chat. Okay, so fascination is what you did with Atticus, where he just like was like,
Right. Yeah,
but it is while you are playing.
right. So this is it was delight, sleep, or fascination. I rolled delight. So I
Okay,
am amusing these fairies. They're having a
all right.
great time.
So
Let's
you are
party.
trying to party with the fairies.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and what did you roll for your performance?
19.
19. All right. That is both a minor effect and high enough to affect the fae around you. So
We
you
are
see them
we are party rocking fully.
creep out, and it's some weird spin on a pop ballad that you found at some point that you learned for something. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm getting a connection issue. Hopefully, we didn't fully
Uh-oh.
disconnect. Are we still out there? Can anybody still hear us?
I'm on Twitch now, and I think we're still live.
Okay. Let's see.
Yes.
Looks like we're going.
Let
Yeah.
me go ahead and
Yep.
pull it up on my phone as well so that I can see if we disconnect. Um, but yes, so they like kind of creep out a little bit, and they are these faintly glowing, bald, golden pixie things,
Of course they
which
are.
there weren't a lot of frost fairies where you had been before. Um, but these are definitely different looking than you remember the other ones you had encountered. You are in a very
Right.
different region. But have you ever, or do you remember watching Fern Gully?
Oh, yes.
Do you remember that scene where they like turned on the Walkman and were all kind of dancing around?
Yeah,
It's
we're having a
that
fairy rave.
effect of like 30 plus pixies all dancing in the air around you, and it gets more and more glittery as time goes by. Outside of your turn, Juan, please make a perception observation roll.
7.
7. All right.
Yep.
You cannot hear the music. Uh, Coming back around to Thorn.
Yes.
You are walking along the faintly flowered, what might be a game trail through the deeper woods, and slowly but surely, more and more beams of sunlight as the sun gets further and further overhead do peek through, and it is an almost magical experience walking through just like these faint beams of light. Um, the air gets faintly glittery, not quite to the extent that the other two are experiencing, but faintly glittery as you go. And Heaven, the bluebird, like burrows just a little bit further and further into your neck, looking around. Please make an observation check.
13.
13. Looking down, the flowers are growing in a odd pattern, like from the steps of some sort of quadruped that is moving through.
Hmm.
What do you do?
I'm going to continue on down the path and I'm going to follow this trail.
Trying to figure out anything, or are you just going to keep walking?
Um, I don't know if there's necessarily anything I want to like figure out, but I am curious about this trail. So,
Okay. So you continue. You would be able to approximately figure out over the course of your walk that you're heading almost due north. But we'll move on to Juan. You just got tripped into literal shit. You have hedge magicked yourself clean. What you doing?
Is my trail of pebbles still there?
Nope.
My kid used to do this too. He would just pick anything he likes. I'm gonna use my head magic and kind of elevate a couple of rocks.
Mhm.
I am gonna make. I'm essentially trying to cast. I'm trying to see if I can do like a sort of like a make them glow sort of thing,
Mhm.
and then just gather them into the woods around me.
Okay, make an intellect roll to see how well you pull this off.
Uh, I have one last charge on my staff uh, that I'm going to use.
Okay.
Might as well. Um, I'm gonna spend a cipher and reroll that actually.
Okay.
So I don't want it to be a 3.
Okay.
So it was a 4.
Wow. Just saying wow.
Yeah, I am
So
training magic and I use my staff.
uh,
So
so you didn't roll a 1, so they don't scatter and one of them hit you in the face because that was a possibility. Um, you get them to kind of flicker. With that, they do scatter in random directions while still flickering, but you can see that the light goes out when they're maybe 10 to 15 feet away from you.
I look at I look at it. I look at them. I Today has not been a good day. Um,
Since that was also the last charge, please roll for depletion.
I did. I rolled a 19.
So you are fine, and it re-energizes, I believe.
Yeah, it says on a 2 to 5, the staff magic is exhausted for 1d6 days. So I think it just recharges completely now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with a 19, it should probably just recharge, unless it's like recharges at the next dawn, but it's probably just a basic recharge.
Okay. Um, I mean, there's not much I can do
You
at
gonna
this
keep going?
point. I think Juan has gotten frustrated, so he's just gonna let Senor Fluffington exist. I think he's just
Taking a
like,
backseat?
yeah, he's just like, fuck it, Chihuahua, go.
Chihuahua, I choose you. Oh,
Amazing. The most effective Pokemon.
Senor Fluffington, you find yourself no longer as a wolf, standing in the woods, staff floating nearby, It's kind of glittery and sparkly. Last time you saw it like this, like you had sneezed in Mama's makeup and dust went everywhere.
Ooh, pretty.
You still don't see your friends anywhere.
Uh, I'm just gonna look around. Do I see any trail or anything?
Observation check.
Okay. God, fuck! I rolled a 2.
No
I
clue.
skipped the 2 earlier. I went from 1 to 3 to 4, and now to 2.
You haven't been rolling very well. Unfortunately, no, you do not
Yeah,
have any trace of them.
that's fine.
You
Unlike
do
one.
hear giggling.
Oh, what was that?
You do hear giggling because the pixies are very amused by you.
Right, I'm sure. Um, Unlike one, Senor Fluffington doesn't have the capacity to be impatient, or rather, to be annoyed uh, at mild inconveniences
Yeah.
necessarily. So, as he hears giggling, he's gonna start giggling again as well, and just go, "Okay, I gotta go," and then just starts walking, and again in a random direction. Except he
Aw.
doesn't leave a trail of anything because he is not smart enough to leave a trail.
You also got an asset from chat.
Oh well, thank you.
You can use it next time, maybe,
Yeah,
if you trust it to not be another nat 1.
I am not rolling well today. So,
Thank you very much, chat. We
yeah,
appreciate
thank you
that.
so much.
Anyway, moving on to Frack. You do have them fascinated and they're dancing around and enjoying
I am
themselves, and there's a lot.
I am throwing a fairy rave.
Yes,
Uh
you are.
Halfway through Vrac is gonna be like, ow, ow, because like using both hands sucks right now, even with the
It
numbing cream.
very much does. In
And they're
fact,
gonna switch to one hand
yeah,
and just kind of do some plucking and then increase the singing.
yeah. So the guitar is on fire now
Oh, cool.
because
Good.
remember, it catches on fire when it's being
Yeah.
used magically. And you weren't sure for a moment if the pain increasing was from the fire,
It on
but you're just like,
fire.
no, no, it's not, it doesn't cause me pain when it does that. Um,
I think this just
if you
hurts and
play,
sucks.
if you play for more than 3 rounds, you must re-roll
Ooh,
because of the hindrance of your arm at the moment.
fair. I don't know that yet, so I'm gonna keep going. These fairies are
Just
fascinated. They're having a great party.
please make a note on your character sheet for it. 3 rounds because of
3 rounds.
the whole magic of the rule of 3 in fairy tales. But yes, so as we come back to Thorn, following this trail of flowers, you see the woods open to a small pond or lake. Definitely a lake. And there in the midday sun, bright and shining like platinum, a beautiful horse with a spiraling horn coming from its forehead. And that is where we take our break.
Oh no!
I am so scared.
Are you a
Oh,
good
no.
fairy or are you a bad fairy?
I
I
hope you're
asked
a
you
good
guys a
fairy.
question earlier this year.
Uh,
Anyway,
We know Rex not a Rose is not a
I
we
virgin.
will be back shortly. We've got to get some water. Go ahead and stretch your legs, get yourself a drink, take a bathroom break if you need it. We'll be back soon. Bye. we have returned. Thank you to our, as far as I can tell, anonymous subscription gifter. We appreciate that. Yeah, so we are here. We are excited. We have Thorn encountering a sparkly unicorn while the party is separated.
That's always a good thing.
Yay.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that
I
for
mean,
us.
at least this time it wasn't even you guys doing it on purpose, because usually it's because you guys just decide to split yourself. No, this was because you guys stumbled into a situation
There is
by
some
accident.
fairy fuckery afoot.
There is definitely some fairy fuckery afoot. But we roll back in with Thorn exiting very dense canopy woods out into a clearing at the edge of some sort of lake, seeing a beautiful, sparkling unicorn with its spiraling horn coming from the top of its head. What you doing?
Doesn't seem to have noticed me yet.
Um, roll observation. Because it is a
Oh,
distance away, so it's hard to tell at the moment.
yeah, probably not. I rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, it seems to be drinking, so whether it has noticed you or not is hard to say. It's entirely possible. It is a very mystical creature, but it is not turning towards you, making a noise in your direction, or even moving towards you.
How far away am I from the edge of the lake?
From the edge of the lake and from the unicorn, you're probably about 200 feet.
Okay. I don't want to like come up on it, but I will subtly come to like the edge of the lake.
Okay. I don't want to say stealth because you're not trying to sneak,
No, I'm not. I'm
but
just kind of watching my step. Just make, yeah.
go
Or no.
ahead and give me a speed-based reflex roll to kind
Mhm.
of move cautiously, I guess we should say.
Um, that's a 9.
9? Okay, so about average, not great, not bad. So you creep forward slowly, slowly, grass and moss rustling underfoot, eventually giving way to the silty banks of the lake. Are you watching it as you approach, or are you just
Yes,
kind of pretending to mind your own business?
I'm watching it.
Okay. Its ears do noticeably flick in your direction, and its head does come up from the water. It is not approaching you, but it has definitely at this point noticed your presence.
I want to, at the current moment, sit down at the edge, like right where I'm standing. I just kind of want to sit down slowly as like a sign of I'm not here to endanger it.
Okay.
And then I want to see what I can see in the reflection of the lake water.
Ooh,
Ooh,
art.
okay. So give me an observation check.
That is a 16.
16. Um, about how far away from it were you trying to sit?
I was just going to go to like the edge of the basically the water line because I wanted to see if there was what reflection was there, but I also don't want to like encroach on the unicorn.
Well, it's the thing of a lake is fairly large.
Hmm.
Um, approaching the edge of a lake, you can have walked along the tree line and walked significantly further away, or you could have approached and be like 20 feet away and you just approached very cautiously. How far along the shoreline away do you think you are? Because that'll determine how good that roll might have been.
I would say I'm probably a good I would probably say a good 50 feet away.
Okay. So about a short distance.
Hmm.
Looking, the reflection isn't super clear at that distance. Are you looking at its reflection or are you looking for a escape type of reflection, like a reflection into the real world?
Um, an escape kind of reflection, just in
Okay.
case.
Okay. So looking through the reflection to the real
Mhm.
world, you see overcast skies with kind of grayish green clouds. So you are looking based off of the sway through the reflection of one body of water and a different body of water. So wherever you are looking, there is a definite sway to it, and the weather isn't great.
It's been
Hmm.
2 nights since we fell through from the real world, or has it been 3 nights now?
It's okay, let's see. The first, originally, it was with Maggie's guest character, and then went back, leaving Senor Fluffington here. Uh, Spent a night with you, came back afterwards, almost an entire day afterwards. A
Yeah,
night
'cause we fell through the
at the,
chandelier.
yeah, a night at the woods with the forest gnomes. A
And then a night at the
night
castle.
at the castle, which was long, and
And then
then,
a night at grandmother's house.
yeah,
It's been like 4 days.
it's been a couple of days. But in addition to that, Thorn especially is familiar with the fact that unless you are seeking a reflection to a specific spot, if you are just looking at whatever is on the other side, it could be literally anywhere in the entire world.
It's got to be raining somewhere.
Yeah, it is definitely somewhere.
Yeah, it is somewhere. Um, unless you attempt to target a particular location because you are not familiar with this reflection, it just
Hmm.
shows you what it's connected to at the moment. You could attempt to direct that reflection. That would be a roll, which you are capable of doing.
Hmm.
But at the moment, what is currently available to you is another body of water and the oncoming storm somewhere.
Okay,
In
I am.
contrast, beautiful sunny day here,
Hmm.
sparkly, unicorn that's paying attention to you, about 50 feet away.
I want to. I don't know if the unicorn will be able to understand me, but I basically want to say I am not here to threaten your domain. I am a simple traveler through these woods.
It turns and seems to face you head on and slowly starts plodding one hoof after another towards you. Do you run? Do you move? Do you say anything in response? Joel's freaking out off to the side, but Juan and Senor Fluffington are not present at the moment,
Hmm.
so they cannot provide input. Joel can, but that's entirely behind the scenes. Just just a little Just a little worried.
No, the only time I metagame is
I
when
ca-
it's funny, and it's only to my detriment.
I want to kind of like I think I said I was gonna sit down, so I do kind of get up in that like a kneeling position, but like I'm ready to like dive if I need to.
Okay.
And
So,
I
hmm
mm-hmm.
so you're kneeling.
And I yes.
Is that all?
Such
Okay.
an ominous question.
In the meantime,
Yes.
Senor Fluffington, you are, I'm assuming, moving through the woods where you are. The air is sparkling, you hear giggling. If you are just kind of continuing in the direction that you were already facing,
Yeah.
you were already heading further south. So as you get further along, you start hearing the distinct sounds of a familiar guitar.
Cool. I'm going.
You're going?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you watching where you're going?
No.
Roll for luck.
Okay. 4.
Four.
Amazing.
Vrak, you see through the dancing pixies the bounding form of Senor Fluffington once again in the like you didn't actually see the transformation into wolf form. So Senor Fluffington with like the outfit and everything on just kind of smiling in a doggy smile as they run through the woods and you kind of brush your foot against something vaguely bouncy and you see them on a step like about to come running at you and they disappear.
Like, hey, oh shit.
I think for that entire whatever, however long it was that you saw him, their face was exactly the same. Just this incredibly.
I think Vrack knows that's Fluffy, not Juan. Juan does
Uh-huh.
not
Yeah.
smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like full on slow motion excited. Friend! Ha ha ha!
Blink.
Gone.
Have any of you seen the Amazing Digital Circus by any chance? Never mind. We'll carry on.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So
It's on my to watch list. It looks good.
Mhm.
roll for luck again to see how far away you land.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
Another one?
We've had a
We
lot of
just
those
don't have to
tonight.
use intrusions on you guys because you
No.
roll so badly.
We use
I,
intrusions on
I,
Oh
ourselves.
my
I am
god.
bad with
Mhm.
the king all the way.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, nat 1. Um,
Yep. So annoyed.
we'll resolve that on your next turn.
Oh god, okay.
Vrak, you saw Senor Fluffington bounding excitedly towards you and then gone. And there's still the partying, like giggling pixies just shaking and dancing in the air, and you've got like the guitar going and you're singing.
And
There's
I'm
still
singing
a
and I'm
fairy
singing
ring
and
behind you, and you just spotted another one.
I really quietly go, oh hell, fuck. Ah. You know what? This has been great, y'all. But peace out. And I'm gonna go and step on the same mushroom that Fluffy just stepped on.
So you're like just walking towards where Fluffy was as you're doing this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will sweep a big bow, say goodbye to all the pixies, and then just like boing
All right.
out of there.
Roll for luck.
Mm-hmm. 19.
19. Minor effect. Both
I do want
Thorn
to.
and Senor Fluffington, please roll a d20. And the one that rolls higher is where Vrack lands close to. 4.
It's not fluffy.
What the fuck?
I rolled a 5.
Oh my god.
Why do we roll like this?
Honestly, it is genuinely amazing that we get anything done ever in these games.
We are such bad heroes.
The number of 3s, 4s, and 5s we roll is honestly shocking.
And like in this system, it is meant to where you just make rolls easier on yourself so that like 3, 4, and 5 isn't
Fine.
that detrimental.
No.
But still somehow you guys manage.
We're
Yeah.
great at that. That's our skill.
Mhm.
That's our superpower.
It is. And I love you guys. I do. You are amazing players and I
Mhm.
love having you at my table, but oh my god, guys. Do something. Do something.
Never.
I am doing
Never.
something. It's called
Thank
failing.
you for the assets.
Yes.
Just failing our way to the top, baby.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. So by the skin of your teeth,
Oh god, I'm with the unicorn shit. Oh no.
you stumble through what seems to be a mixture of toadstools and shells in a strange circle at the edge of the woods, and maybe 70 feet away, you see a sparkling horse with a horn, its head bowed down, staring at the very visually distinct form of Thorn.
Vrack goes very still because there's no timeline in which unicorns like them.
Thorn,
Mm-hmm.
we have returned to you.
Yes.
Its head is bowed, and it seems to be considering you. Please give me an observation roll.
I'm going to switch my dice and hopefully this will be better. It was a 9, so it was better than a 5.
Okay. Um, this is unlike any horse that you have ever seen before.
Mhm.
It has an almost deer-like quality to its face. And have you ever seen those deer that have the big fangs?
Yes. Yes.
Kind of like that, but pearlescent white with a silver mane and a beautiful pearl and silver and gold spiraling curved horn from its forehead. Big, big eyes, just staring at you unblinkingly as its nostrils flare, taking in your scent. Now, previously, months ago, I asked each one of you privately, how innocent would you say your
Oh.
character is?
Oh, I do recall.
I do remember that. Yes.
I do recall.
Oh, hey, Milo.
Yeah. There were a number of responses. Not a particularly good one from Vrack.
I don't remember what mine was.
That's why I'm staying over here.
I'm pulling it up exactly. You hype, damn you.
God, I can only imagine that Senior Fluffington is the most innocent among us.
He is.
He's just a dog.
Without a doubt, he was.
He's a good boy. But one.
See, that's the thing. If I ever reappear in this campaign, the question is whether it is going to only sense whoever's in control or both of them. And if it's only one person and the person in charge is say your Fluffington, that's the only good outcome of this.
Yeah. You're simultaneously the most and least innocent among us.
Mhm.
You had initially placed yourself because you mistook what the scale was
Mhm.
as a 7 on a
Yes.
scale from completely innocent to completely corrupt,
Yes.
because you thought that Pen was completely innocent based off
Yes.
of weird conversations that we were having and miscommunication. So we revised that to 3 up. So you considering yourself about a 3. Mostly innocent, you've just done a little bit of shit.
As most adults, I feel like, do.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's pretty good, actually. You're doing good.
Its face gets a little bit closer. Big breath blows past your face. Your bangs and everything go flying. It smells somewhat like mincemeat. Sweet, but vaguely meaty. Do you react in any way prior to whatever else it's going to do?
I feel like if Kevin hasn't flown away, I like look over at Kevin. I was just like, you should probably fly off now.
Please make a social interaction roll with the unicorn that has not deemed you a meal.
That's
Mm,
good.
I don't really have anything that really tells me I'm good or bad at this. 17.
Very good. So, just kind of huffs slightly,
Mm-hmm.
paws at the silty banks of the lake, and settles down, half curled around you. You're not sure if it is protecting you, if it's just taking comfort in you, or if it's kind of corralling you. Because its body is between you and the woods. But it settles in, seems to be getting comfy. One glassy eye watching you.
I don't know if it understands me still, but I look at it and I say, has there been any danger recently to these woods?
Just
Anything?
huffs again.
Mm.
Senor Fluffington, you rolled a nat 1.
I did.
You don't land in the woods.
Mm.
Okay.
You're in a
Great.
cave.
Awesome.
Mushrooms in a wide, sandy circle around you. Shadows creeping up the walls.
Oh,
Drip, 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 drip. It feels familiar. Juan, you find yourself standing in a cave.
oh, oh.
It's very familiar. You don't want to be back here. You haven't finished what you have agreed to do.
Hmm.
You don't want to be back here. But you find that you cannot step outside of the mushroom circle. What would you like to do?
Oh, fuck no. Oh, okay. Okay. Uh, First of all, am I alone?
For observation roll.
Ooh.
2. 2. It's dark in here. It's impossible to tell. Especially if it's what you think it is, and you don't know if it's what you think it is because you don't know what to think. Because you don't solidly remember, it's just that steady drip and the shadows in a way that moves differently than the Death Hag did, which you can only barely pluck from Senor Fluffington's mind. It's the cold breeze like bones rattling in the distance.
Mhm.
There's no sign of an end to this cave one way or the other.
Hmm.
Just drip, drip, drip.
I'm going to take a good hold of my staff um, before anything else. I'm going to take a deep breath and then I'm going to call out as I am not able to go anywhere. I guess I must face whatever it is that is happening. So I'm going to hold on to the staff and I'm going to go. Is anybody there?
A deep, rumbling groan of something not awake but not asleep, with cold ice crawling up your spine. And you feel like you're watching as the shadows coalesce, but something in your head just makes you know to turn instead of watching because it doesn't form in front of you. It always forms behind.
Yep, that makes sense.
Shadows form and coalesce into a tall, looming figure.
Mm-hmm.
Its features blurred, a shiny suit, wielding a cane, casually placed on the ground. You don't remember meeting him, but you do. And you don't remember thinking, but you do remember thinking, shouldn't it be a scythe? Shouldn't that be a cloak and cowl? But no, it's just blurred features that might be some creature's skull, might be someone's face. In a crisp suit with a silver topped cane and clawed hands ripping around the handle. Hmm. You don't belong here.
I've been told.
There were promises made.
So I hear.
Hmm. Promises forgotten.
Unfortunately.
That is, unfortunately, a side effect of your condition. The figure seems to slip to the side almost. Shadows melting into one another, and it's standing behind you just outside of the circle.
I turn to keep my eyes on this individual.
Interesting form.
Not the one I chose willingly.
Yes, it is. And you can sense a smile more than feel it.
Hmm. I fear I'm not fully aware of what has happened for a while.
Hmm. Eventually you will be. Prices must be paid, though. You've come to me prematurely, as always.
Seems to be a recurring theme. Mm,
You still run from me, and you can feel the smile broaden without being able to really see it because it's still just a blur.
Yeah. It is not out of fear.
It's always out of fear. Just not what you think. I know. It's not me that you fear. It's consequences of me. A siren's call to those you love. But a deal has been struck. And you are here prematurely. You may
It-
ask one thing,
oh,
and we slip back over to Vrak.
ah, I
All
have to
right.
think.
Yeah, think,
Ugh,
hyperventilate a little
thanks
bit.
fast.
Hyperventilate just a little bit while you think. Vrak, you just saw this unicorn sniff, scent, something at Thorn as it then
Yeah.
almost wrapped itself around her, settling in at
Yeah,
the
that's
lake shore.
normal princess unicorn behavior. This seems
Yeah.
perfectly legit. I am not innocent or a princess. Is there a tiny place I can wedge myself, like under a log in a hollow tree?
Give me a stealth check.
Cool. That's a 2. I'm really good at rolling less than 10.
Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Okay. So, as the camera resettles,
Yeah.
Thorn, this creature has settled itself around you. And it turns and it sniffs at your hand again. The hand that had held the food to the birds. And it opens its large, fanged mouth and its tongue pointed, slit like a snake's, licks up your arm. It kind of makes that. Have you ever seen a cat that licked something that it really didn't want to? Or a dog?
And it kind of goes,
It does that.
yeah.
It, it very much does that. Which, while it's doing that, the lips do pull back, exposing all of its teeth, and they are all sharp.
Have you seen those photoshopped images of horses with dog mouths?
Yes.
Very
I have.
much that,
Yes.
only
That.
longer fangs.
Yes.
Oh no.
Mm. Mm.
and then it turns.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Shifts a little bit, almost pressing into you, scenting the air again, tongue flickering out. Are any of those noises coming through, by the way?
The groaning,
Not
but not
really.
the huffing.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
the
for this.
fuck would any of my sound effects ever come through? I need to just stop trying. Anyway, the only thing that has ever accurately come through is the fucking bear noises that Emilas is so
Right.
excited about every time.
Right. I think for the two, Vrac falls ass over tea kettle over some log that they've been trying to wedge themselves under. They just eat shit, fall
Yeah.
face first into the mud.
It scents more than sees you, and then the eyes. It is staring in your direction. Glowing eyes, and it looks disturbing. This is not just a beautiful unicorn. This is gaunt and tattered and worn like some sort of demonic or undead figure with the approximate shape of a
Oh yeah.
unicorn. It is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
horrendous to look
There's no
upon.
universe in which Vrac gets along with even a nice unicorn, and this is not a nice unicorn.
It snarls at you. Do you get up? Do you move? Do you run? Do you hold your ground? Do you hold very, very, very still? What are you doing?
Hold real still, just in
Okay.
case there's something that Thorn can do to calm this savage beast down, because it's gonna hate me. It's just
All
gonna
right.
hate me. That's just all there is to it.
Unicorn enters initiative on the next round. Thorn, what are you doing?
Do I see this changed visage, or is only Vrac being able to see it?
Vrac sees a very different unicorn than you do. Because based off of your soul and perceptive innocence changes the way that you perceive a unicorn.
Mm.
Wreck is a
Mm-hmm.
little less innocent than you, maybe.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm good. You know what? I am going to fuck myself over by trying to tell the unicorn that that is my friend and do not fucking attack it.
How are you saying so? And please roll a social interaction roll.
Ah. Oh, I basically say do not harm, because ooh, I basically just pleading, but then also I am I'm just not that was a 15.
Okay. Uh, please finish a sentence because you were like, it's basically do not harm and then but and. So,
Dude,
what in
I
addition
basically
to do no harm?
that I basically try to tell it that is my ally. We have been hunting for, basically we are trying to stop the hags from taking over. Essentially, I just lay it out all out.
Okay.
That is
So
my
you're
ally. We're hunting hags.
yeah, you're pleading. Do you touch it, grab it, attempt to hold it back in any way? Or
I
are
do
you
not, because I
just
know As a
Okay.
veterinarian, I know horses. I know how easy they are to startle, so I am
Okay.
not touching it, not
So,
No,
trying
that's
yeah.
totally
So
fair.
you're just
Yeah.
like, no, 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 please. That's my ally. We're hunting hags. Don't harm them.
Hmm.
15, it does not wheel around and try to take a chomp out of you, but it does come to its feet. It repositions itself slightly. It seems to stretch and shift, and you can see these strange spine spikes coming out of it, Vrac, as it is repositioning and
Oh no.
shifting its form in some reactive fashion to you,
Mm-mm.
almost completely ignoring Thorn next to it. Um, its hooves, cloven, almost hooked, paw at the silty lake shore, and it charges at you. Please make a defense roll.
Oh, I'm great at those. Let's do my speed. I'm putting effort on that so I don't get gored.
Difficulty of
Let's see.
5.
Da, 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 da.
So effort equals a difficulty of 4.
4, 12 or better.
I
Yes.
also have the ability that I basically use the help action without having to actually be my turn.
Ooh,
I took the
ooh,
enabling others as
thank
one of
you.
my
Okay.
So
tier
9 or better. 9 or
Okay,
better
so
sounds
9 or
great.
better. Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, that's an 11. Thank you. Thank
11.
you. Thank you. You saved my life.
Oh, you did. So this thing goes
I have 5
like it
might.
stands up and its shoulders shift and shimmy and its hips sway in a way that might have been meant to knock you over, but you were still kneeling. You were still on the ground. You were too low to get butt bumped by this aggressive unicorn, essentially, Thorn. And then it rears back, snarling, and charges at uh at Vrack.
And
Vrack,
Brett goes, shit, 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 shit. And
shit,
just
shit,
like
shit, and
launches
just
himself out of the way.
narrowly
Yeah.
launches out of the way as you scream out, no, has just enough of a warning to assist with the dodge, essentially.
Ooh.
And it goes barreling past you, horn down, right at eye level.
Oh, cool, 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 cool,
Because you're
cool,
fairly small, it couldn't quite reach your chest. Not without putting its head directly into the ground.
cool. Look, I only have one arm that works, but I'm small and nimble.
You
I
are
throw
small
myself
and
out of the
nimble.
way.
It skids and scatters and has to readjust its positioning. Moss and dirt and sand going flying in a spray as it tries to make a sharp turn to come back around directly at you. And I believe it was a
Fluffy.
5 and then a 4 on that initiative turn.
Yeah.
So we will go to Fluffy first. Death has come calling. You have
Uh-huh.
wound up on its doorstep through pure chance and bad luck. You
That
may
is pretty-
ask your patron one question.
uh I think Juan just stays quiet for a long time, just thinking. Because there are so many questions that he could ask right now. And also because I am stalling so that I can figure out what the fuck I'm gonna ask. Because you guys fighting a unicorn is so fucking distracting. um, I mean,
Do
I
you
feel like,
want to waive your turn and come back to it when you've thought some
you
more?
know, I have a question. It's a question that I think needs answered, and this is the best way for me to be able to answer that question without it being too late when that comes. So he is going to look at death and say, "You speak of a deal that was struck. It, I believe it would be beneficial for everyone involved if I were to know what that deal is. Uh, so, what is the deal you speak of?"
Roll social interaction to
What?
persuade him to answer you.
To
Because this is the
persuade death.
because this is the one thing he did not want to reveal.
Right. So I have an asset from chat that I'm
Yes,
gonna
you
use.
do.
I'm gonna put
Use
two
it.
levels of effort into this.
Hmm.
Um,
Are you also, do you have any ciphers left?
I have two ciphers left.
Would you like to use a cipher to become trained for this encounter?
Uh,
That's another level of effort.
yes, I'll do it. I'm gonna
Okay.
do that. So it's +4.
Hmm.
Um, 15.
15. You barely made it.
Yes.
If it was a 20, it would have come down by
Oh,
4.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hmm. I am a romantic at heart. And a very pretty filigree wrought iron uh, kind of end table and seat appear just outside of the mushroom circle. And he takes a seat, leaning his cane off to the side, and suddenly a kind of umbrella stand type thing appears to hold it at just the perfect jaunty angle as he reaches forward, swirling into existence from more shadows, fancy tea set, and a cup, which what he pours from it seems to be coffee instead of tea. Takes a faint sip. He, hello, friendy. Thank you for the looks. He sips from further away from the blur than you would have anticipated. So it gives more of the impression of an elongated animal skull than the blurred normal face. But you don't know if it's just the contrast of what this thing is. I'd offer you some, but you can't exit. I am a romantic at heart, and I know what you are, what you were. You begged. You begged and you pleaded as I lifted you from your body. Your heart cried even if you didn't. You wanted to go back to them. It caught my attention enough. You're not the first chosen, first champion that I would have taken, and you won't be the last. But you're the first whose heart cried for them. It was a simple deal. You served me. You served me. You pass souls unto me, those deserving. You save those undeserving. And you kill the bitch that's been taking my job. And someday I'll release you to see your family. And until that day, they are not taken. I cannot promise them happiness. I cannot promise them riches. This deal. I cannot even promise them health. But they are not taken. Not without you to take them.
A deal I will not hesitate to take again.
He sips at his coffee, sets it back down. It's purple. You need something. You need something. Brack, it's your turn.
You son of
The
Oh boy.
unicorn
Oh
comes
boy.
barreling past you, snarling, moss and dirt and sand flying through the air. It skids to a turn, pawing at the ground, ready to charge again. What do you do?
I got a bum arm.
You do?
Normally, I would climb a tree, but I don't think I can get far enough, fast enough. And my entire existence narrows down to the point at the end of that unicorn's horn. This like demon-eyed unicorn glaring me down. And in that moment, something deep and angry wakes up within Vrak's spirit. And they're like, okay, listen, if I can't escape from this, then I'm going to go down fighting. And I'm going to hit this unicorn with terrifying presence. Just distilled essence of don't fuck with me. I just got everything that I wanted in life.
All right. So, would you like to explain to the audience what terrifying presence is?
Terrifying presence is you convince one intelligent target of level 3 or over that you are its worst nightmare, which I am. The target must be within a short range and be able to understand you. For as long as you do nothing but speak, the target is paralyzed with fear, runs away, or takes some other action appropriate to its circumstances.
Okay. Please make a roll against this creature for
Yep.
it to fall victim.
Yep.
Remember, it is a difficulty 5.
I'm going to spend some effort on. I'm going to spend 2 effort on this.
Okay, that brings it down to a difficulty 3, 9 or better.
Because I don't want to die. Yeah.
What'd you get?
Lucky number 13.
13. Yes. All right, so you just goblin scream.
Yeah, I just.
You are ready to throw down. You are standing your ground. This fancy ass zombie horse with a horn is not going to be what ends you. You just got your body back.
Absolutely not.
You just got your body back. You're already having to deal with your arm in pain. And there's a goblin scream. Your hair stands on end.
I'm
And it
crazy. Don't mess with me.
it like paws in place, digs at the ground a little bit, huffs at you. And like a predator hiding, slinks between the trees, looking at you, watching, backing up, but knowing that its prey is getting away.
I do one of these at it where I'm watching you, bitch. Just locking eyes with it. Giving it the crazy eye.
As far as you can tell, it is moving away from you, but it's pissed off about doing so. Thorn, you just watched your recently turned goblin friend scare off a unicorn by screaming at it.
That
You
is
weren't,
the most goblin thing I have ever witnessed in my life.
yeah, you weren't close enough to like experience any of the like terrifying presence aspect of it. It's just it
Just
doesn't even
pure goblin
seem all
behavior.
it doesn't even seem all that intimidating. It's just
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, first off, super happy to see that Vrac is here. I basically I call out to Vrac, it's like, you made it! I found you!
Rex does not respond. They're still like dead eye locked with the unicorn. They're just like,
it's backing away. It's backing away. Thorn, are you going to approach? Or are you going to continue where you are? What's your plan?
I am going to approach Vrac.
Okay.
Wreck is not paying attention to you. They're like, you know, the cat that has its hackles up and they're doing the like little sideways hops at the, that's Wreck. Wreck is doing that at the unicorn on 2 feet, not 4, but they're still just like, just an angry little green gremlin creature.
Fucking perfect. I love it. Fucking perfect. All right. So we've got angry kitten arched back hops from Vrac. We've got Thorn approaching, witnessing this extreme goblin behavior, and you can occasionally see the glimmer of light hitting the sparkle of this unicorn further into the trees. So it is far away, but it is watching like a predator stalking prey, just far enough away to be safe. The fucking gifs in the Discord, man.
It's so good. I just
Is there anything that you want to say or do, Thorn, before your turn ends?
Basically, I again just kind of like behind. I feel like by this point I'm behind Vrac, and I not necessarily in an intimidation, but basically, if the unicorn is going to attack Vrac, it will also have to attack me as well. Is basically what I'm doing.
Okay, so you're
Nice.
standing your ground with
Nice.
Vrac.
Yes, yes.
I will say that Kevin, who has been terrified and trembling against your neck this entire time, hops out onto your shoulder a little bit more, seems to be shocked by this whole encounter, and flits over to just kind of sit on Vrac's head, nesting among
Aw.
the hair, because
No.
it has never seen anything intimidate a unicorn.
Just never met a goblin.
It's never met a goblin. You need something. Love just like the moment of shock as it switches.
I hate this.
Here. And the clawed hand reaches forward and flicks to the side slightly. And a mirror is present down at your feet, inside of the circle. It's showing you your wife and child. They're sitting to a meal. Enchiladas. You love enchiladas.
Sorry, the caption just says you love tarantulas.
Fucking captions, man.
I mean, a good
Wow.
fried tarantula is
Yeah.
pretty good. Pretty tasty.
I would full stop never try one. Freaks me out too much. Anyway,
They're fine if you burn their hairs off first.
yeah,
Tastes like potato
Yeah.
chips.
I'm suddenly more perturbed of our real life conversation than what's happening in this session.
mhm.
Listen, I'm not just playing a goblin, y'all.
Pick one.
Whoa. What?
Pick one. The veil has become thin enough. Pick one.
You son of a bitch, Evie, I hate you. Okay. Um oh man. I hesitate crazy, but I think Juan's answer comes immediate as soon as he understands what he's being asked. He goes, Daria, my wife.
We'll call it motivation. And he slaps, or snaps, not slaps, snaps his clawed fingers. And that same turning, twisting sensation of passing through the uh, fairy ring happens.
Uh-huh.
And you find yourself at the edge of woods in a circle of mushrooms and shells, looking out at a bouncing, almost angry kitten like goblin Vrac with Thorn like puffing up behind her, behind them, as, as this bird just kind of peep squeaks from on top of Vrac's head, trying to scream along with the goblin.
What?
You've found your friends. Was any of that real?
I think I'm going to cross that bridge when I get to it. Or burn it. Ah, hello. What is going on?
That horny little bitch just trying to kill us.
The unicorn, yes.
There's a unicorn?
Yeah, like a demon one, like a real freaky demon kind of unicorn.
It doesn't look like a demon, no.
Yeah, it sure does.
Do I
Would
see
you
a
care to
unicorn?
look around?
Yeah, I guess I will.
Observation roll. Give me some sort of perception.
11.
11. You see the glint of something reflecting off of what might be a horn or might be a sword somewhere further into the woods. But that does also seem like an excellent spot for us to end for the evening.
You
That
monster.
horny little bitch.
You fucking monster. Why
Love you
would
guys.
you do this to me?
Oh, you guys, Goblin Vrac is gonna be a thing.
Yeah. You guys, so tonight was either going to be you find the castle or you stumble into a fairy ring. I had two options and one of them happened. And just through the sheer luck of a nat one, you got to encounter something that you didn't want to.
Oh boy.
Uh,
What did you pick? What did you pick?
I
Fun.
am very, very worried about whatever the fuck I just decided.
Yeah.
Although, we'll see. Because technically, I don't know for sure. but I get the vibe that this is not like a the inherent evil death. If that makes sense.
No, this is like a you can reason with this death.
Yeah,
You can make deals with this death.
Mhm.
yeah. So whatever I picked, it is not necessarily a bad thing. It's gonna be a bad thing for me as a player because I'm gonna fucking suffer because of it because it's heavy as a DM, of course. But apart from that,
So good.
Rude.
it is just the truth.
I don't make you suffer
I've
with
played enough with you
everything.
to know that
I
no
don't
matter
make you
what I
suffer with
do,
everything.
It's okay. We love suffering.
Mhm.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
But yeah. So congratulations on surviving the unicorn without a fucking scratch. Um,
I did it.
yeah. That
Ooh,
that uh that terrifying presence was unexpected. You have not used that once, so that
nope.
was
That was
unexpected.
crazy cool.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I was saving
very
it
well
for a
done.
good moment, and that
Very
was
well
it.
done. Very well done. But yes, so thank you so much for everyone joining me on this lovely Friday. Um, but yeah, so this is only one of our campaigns. We also happen to run another Cypher System campaign every other Sunday. Not this weekend. It will be hopefully next weekend, called Empyrean Wilds. It is a more fantasy style campaign, adventuring out, doing some stuff, uh, possibly dealing with, you know, generational trauma and maybe some religious trauma and maybe a freaky possessed forest or something. They don't know. They'll
That's
figure it out
cool. We have a
eventually.
whole nother group of idiots just
Mhm.
looking for the
Yeah,
grandmother. That's cool. That's
yeah,
fun.
different entirely different grandmother. Very, very
Nah,
different
she
grandmother
exists
because that
across
one,
all of the games.
yeah, this one, that one is not a baba. That one is not like
Mhm.
a
That one's
equivalent
grandmother.
of
Yeah.
Yeah.
the grandmother. This is a very different grandmother that is in that campaign. But I do love incorporating the wizened old ladies that are freaky and magical in some fashion, to cause suspicion across the masses. In all of my games, that's one of my favorite characters to do as an
Perfect.
NPC.
Love it.
But yeah, so they are trying to vaguely find or need that grandmother enough for the grandmother to appear. Um, and one of them has recently had a falling out with their deity, but not quite a falling out. And then another one almost turned into a tree. Um, we had someone hatch a monstrous bug thing.
That
Um,
I lost
yeah,
is
you
somewhere.
lost.
We did get it back though at
Oh
the
yeah,
end
that's right. That's
because
right.
we
He's
they were
he's in
waiting
the
for us at
wagon.
the end of the
Yeah.
forest.
Yeah,
He's
he's in
wherever
the
the
wagon.
wagon is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they fought a bunch of blood-sucking hummingbirds last time.
Mhm.
Yeah, they fought a bunch of blood-sucking hummingbirds last time.
Wait.
Um,
Cool.
That's it. Sorry, I'm interrupting, but it's just funny that there are some weird parallels between the two campaigns because we're both travel in both of them. We're traveling through forests. Alina's character turns green.
Yeah, that's true. That's
My
true.
character is having trouble with a patron. Rack's character, or sorry, Rack's character. I'm
Amanda.
so tired and my brain is
I
exploding.
am
Amanda's
entirely pirated by Vrac.
character. Amanda's character has a little animal friend now,
Oh, yeah, that's
Mhm.
true.
and in both stories we encountered an enemy that is the stabby kill you type because vampire hummingbirds, unicorn,
Unicorn, evil unicorn.
stabbies.
Yeah. Yeah, and they
How
both
would you
kind
put
of
that
wanted
in
to
here and
eat
then
you.
it's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they both kind of wanted to eat you. The
Yeah, sure.
hummingbirds wanted to suck your blood, and the unicorn wanted to eat Vrax's heart. You know,
yeah,
one or the other.
that's fine.
They're both vaguely blood related. Um, but yeah, so it's a fun time. They are a little tiny bit not very much, but a tiny bit more heroic. They're actually trying to be somewhat heroic in the other campaign. Success is in doses. But yeah, so it's fun. And Emilias is right. We do have another campaign where we're torturing Joel's character
Yeah.
and
Yay.
Joel.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it's great. It's fun. But yes, so you should definitely tune in, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, where we will be doing that. I am the GM for that as well, and I have all three of these beautiful people in that game with me. Let's go ahead and go around doing some intros, starting with Amanda.
Outros.
Outros,
And-
outros. That's the word. That's the word that I'm looking for.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda, aka Panda Cabra. I am a tabletop RPG player, obviously, and I am most featured on this channel, Altered Echo Archives, as Rosa and Thorn, the wild princess who talks with animals, as well as Baron Lek, the weird adept who like dances with dark matter and siphons power with it, which is really cool. Yeah, you can find me on Blue Sky, and that's probably the only social media I really use at this point, and I'm not really on there as much anymore. But come say hi in the Discord because I'm always on Discord. So yeah, that's me. Everyone, I use she/her pronouns for pretty much all of my characters I'm playing as well. Yeah, that's it. I didn't really have anything else to say about that. I will hand it off to Vrac.
That's me. I'm Alina. I have been Vrac/Sev. You can come see me in the other game where I play the opposite of a goblin, somebody who's trying to keep everyone together and on task. Is very concerned about it. That is Kale. You can find me online at Alina Pete on Blue Sky or at alinapete.com if you want to check out some of the work I've done, some of the books I've written. I wrote a bunch, mostly kids' books. Check them out. They're fun. But yeah, that's where I am. And I am no longer at any conventions this year. I'm done. I'm done for the year. Oh, thank goodness.
Yay. I got one of those books signed.
Hell yeah.
Joel, you go
There's an
next since
option.
Elena
No.
forgot to say it. Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
it's fine. I
I
was going to say it.
I'm Joel. I was Senior Fluffington, and uh, that's bitch out against my will. This session. Um, on our Friday game, or nope, that's today. Our Sunday game, I play another bitch. Val Misforge was going through it. But then when aren't my characters and I going through it?
Death's bitch in a completely different way.
Yep.
Mhm.
She is a speaker that is rises from the depths and shepherd spirits. Although she is very adamantly against figuring out what the fuck that second thing is. I'm sure we'll figure it out sooner or later. It's the plot is happening, whether she likes it or not. I have absolutely nothing going on outside of this, except that my soul has been sold to corporate. So if you are interested in finding out whenever I do anything other than this, you can join the Discord server for Altered Echo Archives, which is where I post. It I'm barely ever there, but that's like the only place I'm at, except TikTok, because I doom scroll a lot. But anyway, Evie, go.
I am Evie, the Disaster GM. My pronouns are she, they, or any. I am the director of Altered Echo Archives, and these three are my staff members for voting purposes. Um, I can normally just kind of be found around here, running games in the Discord, chatting with people, doing stuff. But tomorrow should be the final session of my guest spot with Fuzka
Ooh.
for their short run campaign, Echoes of Ruin.
Nice.
Uh, name not associated. But yeah, so it's super fun. Let's see if we all survive. I have no idea. Or who will maintain possession of the bodies. which is a thing in that game. But yeah, so it's a fun time. We love Foos. Foos is guested on the channel. I got to hang out with Fooska at
Me
PAX
too.
Unplugged over the
Foos is
weekend. It
great.
was so cool. I loved seeing both her
I'm
and
so
her
jealous.
husband Dubs, who is not seen as frequently on her channel anymore because he kind of passes out late into the evening. But yeah, it's a good time over on Foos's channel. We're actually going to be rating them once
Yay.
I send us into the credits because they are also on the last session of their s- uh whatever system is the sci-fi version of D&D, I think. I don't know.
Oh, you
Nenners is
mean
running
Oh,
it.
Starfinder?
Spelljammer?
Maybe. I don't
Or
Mm,
it's a
Starfinder?
thing.
Spell?
Starfinder
Starfinder?
Is
is
That's
Pathfinder
Pathfinder.
thing.
Yeah,
Um, I think it's Spelljammer. I'm not sure.
makes sense.
It's sci-fi. Nenners has them in combat.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
I don't know if everyone is still alive, but we need
We'll go
to go
see.
over there and like give Nenners DM points if you have been
mhm.
watching in their channel and have the points to do so, because Nenners rolls as badly as this group does.
Yay.
Amazing.
So we need to support the GM over
We
there.
rolled so bad tonight, you all.
guys did. You rolled so terribly.
For as terrible
Uh,
as we did, the fact that none of us fucking died is amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
You weren't in intense combat, and the bad rolls were prior to combat.
That's
I
what got us into the
have been
combats.
consistently
Mhm.
rolling like ass
You guys rolled
for the
so
last
badly.
6 sessions.
You guys have been rolling so bad. I don't have to roll. I don't have to introduce intrusions because of how badly you
Mhm.
guys roll.
Mhm.
We're rolling
Like,
so
how are you
bad the DM
supposed to
does not
get
use
how
an
are you supposed
entire
to get
mechanic.
experience with how badly you guys roll? Do better.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, you're
no.
Thank
We're
right.
just
you.
gonna continue to roll 3s and 4s.
Yeah, no, but no, you guys will get around to it, and then like you'll have a bunch of random fucking nat 20s given to you from chat or something like that. I don't
Mhm.
know.
It
We'll
keeps us
figure something
alive.
out. We'll figure something out. Chat, we appreciate you for the assets provided and the freaking like gifted subs and bits and stuff.
My
Thank you
God,
so
that was
much.
crazy. That was
Yeah,
amazing.
but yeah, so stick around for the raid. We're gonna go over to Fusca's channel, give Nenners some DM points and stuff, and we will see you guys hopefully in a little over a week for Empyrean Wilds. Bye.
Bye.